Nikolay, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I mean, thank you so much for giving me the time, and this is really very exciting for me. I've been following your work for a couple of years now, and it's totally amazing. I've learned a lot from your courses.
Yeah, but you have to practice also.
Man, you're so fast when you're doing your tutorials. You're so fast. I mean, you can do a head, basically a face in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I basically can, but it will not be as good as I want it to be. You know, if I want it to be good, it has to be for at least 2 hours, for example.
But the thing is, I mean, for most of the people most people watching your tutorials are what I believe are beginners. So
Yeah, of course.
and your way of sculpting is amazing, and you're doing this fast. And a lot of people don't realize that this could take years to develop. So, in your case, I mean, when did you start doing this?
I mean, you cannot say that I have started like 11 years ago and I suddenly started to develop my skills. This is about, how do I say it? It's about, I'm an artist since I can remember myself. I was drawing since I was like very little, and I was kind of good at it. And at some point, when I kind of entered the game industry, I was a 2D artist. I was just artist, just drawing. And at some point, I realized that maybe I'm not such good. I'm not that good with colors, for example. And 3D seemed like the good option for me. I knew some 3D Max, and I started to do characters in 3D Max, and they came out pretty well. And I wanted to kind of transfer myself from 2D artist to 3D artist, and they told me that I went to my boss and told him I want to be a 3D artist, and he said, okay, you have to make the exam, the test, because everybody has to have tests, you know, even inside the company. So they gave me the test. It was a one cowboy character, and I made it in 3D Max. I made a concept 2D in Photoshop, then I made it in 3D Max, and it was pretty fine. And they liked me, and I became 3D artist. Then a guy came, which is he's still my colleague. And this was 11 years ago. He came in the company, and he knew ZBrush, and he kind of teach us ZBrush, few guys of us that we were character artists, and he told us about ZBrush, and we started using it, and it was very fast transition because we were using it every day for work, and we kind of, it's like learning to swim when they throw you in the ocean from a boat, you know. And you don't have any other choice. You have to learn to swim, otherwise you drown. And that was the case in my case.
Well, I do remember when they throw me in the water.
Yeah, most people are.
You got to learn.
Yeah.
So you started as a 2D artist, and I was listening to your podcast before, the one you did before, and you mentioned that you were in web design or something like that.
Oh yeah, before that, yeah. When I finished school and I wanted to learn design, I wanted to be a web designer because I was working in this internet club where I had this desire, and I made some websites while I was working there. I learned HTML, CSS, and I want to be kind of making websites. It was like my creative kind of nature wanted to do something like this, and it was fine. And I in the beginning I went into the university, I finished it. It was engineering design I finished, and after that I started working as a designer, but just for some menus, for billboards, for stuff like this, you know. I was designing stuff for print designer. It was maybe for a year, and then I kind of get this job as a web designer, and I worked there for 3 months, and suddenly I learned about Gameloft, and they were looking for artists, and I kind of said, why can't I try this? And I told my bosses in the web design studio, and they told me, if you want to try there, you have to first give your, you have to give up this job.
Oh, so you
before
have
that.
to quit. Oh, this is.
Yeah. They told me I had to quit before I can apply in the other one, because I was honest. I told them that I want to apply elsewhere, and they were like, yeah. it was
How
not
old
very
you were?
nice. How old I was? I was like 20, 26 maybe. Yeah, 26.
Oh, that's difficult. I mean, no income, no job, and it's a risky move.
It was a risky move, but I thought that it was worth it. Especially, when you get that move from somebody, when they told you this, you have to quit first, and then they're trying to keep you, but this is not the way. This is forceful. So they are trying to force you, and I was not gonna take it. I mean, if I stayed, I would give myself up, and it just can't do. I mean, so I just said, okay, I quit, and I kind of spent a week kind of doing my portfolio, sketching some stuff. I can even maybe show you my portfolio back then.
Oh, this
I
would
still
be great.
keep it
actually.
because it's a website. Let me show
It shows also your progress.
you. Yeah. Portfolio. Oops, no. Just give me a...
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. I mean, when I think about it, the thing you said that your boss told you have to quit. This is insane. I mean,
It's not my... I was living with a girl back then, and she could kind of take a little bit of this for a month or something. Also, I had some savings.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
a little bit. Just for a month, I had some. So it was not that bad. I mean,
but
I was not
thing
feeling
is,
insecure.
the thing is, I mean, you got a month and you have to do it in this month.
Yeah. But it was not an issue because I applied to Gameloft with this site. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, with these drawings. So this one was one of my first drawing with tablet, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, let me just. Yeah, this is the real size, by the. Yeah, this one was exactly for this, and I see a lot of anatomical mistakes, especially here in the knee area now. But for that moment, it was fine. This was also especially for the portfolio. I drew those for a week. This is also one of my first works when I was a student with the tablet. And this was especially for this. It looks kind of fine even now. But the idea is that I kind of show them this. I had logos. I had some sites that I have done. I have some kind of designs, like this,
so
for example.
yeah, you
or-
tried so many things.
Yeah. By the way, this was very nice. One girl came when I was a print designer. One girl, she had some restaurant, and she wanted for her fresh, fresh fruits when you make them to a juice. And she wanted some brochure about it, some paper about those freshes. And I say okay, and I bought a lemon, and I photographed it. Then I changed it to look like an orange. Yeah, because I didn't have orange, And
This
I changed
is
it
brilliant.
I changed it to look like orange, and then I cut it, and then I took a picture of some can of soda, I'm not sure what, and I just take the top and I put it there, and I make this design.
I mean, it fits perfectly there, and
It's a little bit, it has some flaws, but for that moment it was nice. She liked it a lot, and it was fun. Yeah.
well, buying a lemon and turning that into orange. This is brilliant.
You have to do what you have to do. This is, by the way, one of my first 3D works. This car. I was learning 3D Max back then, and I did this after that. This is a little bit cleaner. This is kind of a design, something like Audi.
This is in 2000 and
let me think. 2004 probably, or 2003. I'm not sure about that. Maybe 2004 more likely. Around this area, I was kind of starting with 3D Max. This was my monitor. I made a 3D of my monitor. By the way, I'm still using those speakers. There are 5. Yeah,
How
still
old are
using.
they now?
Oh, they are maybe around not 20 years old, but around that. I mean, almost 20 years old. Yeah,
Okay.
very old. And this is my mouse, but no, not now. And this was my first keyboard. It was fine. I mean, so this was my website. Yeah, I still have those emails, by the way. 3D stuff, drawings. Yeah. So I made this for a week. This site, because I knew how to make websites. So I made this as a portfolio, and they liked it a lot. They sent me a test to make a test. It was a test that I made. It was one Amazon warrior. I had to draw. I had to draw one soldier, and few other things. There were some, I mean, like 5 tasks or something. And I spent another week doing this test, and I sent it to them, and I was waiting for an answer. 1, 2 days, there were no answer. So I applied to some other companies, which were more like print design or something like this. I just had to have backup, because otherwise I will be without job and just sit there. And they called me right away from one of those companies. And they told me, okay, we will take you, but we are on the other side of town, which is by car. It's like 2 hours maybe journey on one way. Just one direction is like almost like hour and a half. And they told me we have a bus, and it will come every day at 8 o'clock, for example. It will take you and some other people, and they will drive you home. Okay. I say, okay, I will come Monday for an interview. And like 2 hours later, they call me from Gameloft, and they told me, we want you on the interview right now. And I say, okay, and Gameloft was 10 minutes walking distance from the place where I lived back then, which is super convenient. So I went there, we liked each other, they offered me a very nice money for the time. It was like, I started in 2007. My salary was 600 euro, which is like $700 or something like this, which back in the day was a very good salary for the beginner, for kind of a start salary, which was very nice. And yeah, it was a great luck that they called me and I started there. And then, 14 years later, I'm here now.
You're still there? You're still
Yeah,
there?
I'm still in the same company, yeah.
Yeah. Did you think about moving out of your country?
Moving out of Bulgaria? No.
No.
I'll tell you why. I am traveling a lot for vacations. I mean, I was in Japan, I was in China, I was in Thailand, I was in Vietnam, I was in Latin America. I mean, I was in Brazil and Argentina, and in Europe, in Spain, I spent like 2 weeks. And I was in a lot of countries, and in every country I was asking myself, do I want to stay here and work and live here? No. I mean, all the countries are very nice to visit, very nice to see some things. I was in Dubai also, and in Saudi Arabia, I think I wasn't now. No, so Dubai, and in Qatar a few times just in the airport, because from there we traveled to Thailand and to Vietnam, I think. Yeah. So I was in near your country,
Okay.
at some point.
Next time, come and visit.
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, it will be fun. I'm not sure how they treat foreigners. I mean, Dubai is much more foreigner friendly than other Arab countries, as long as I know. I'm not sure.
It changed. I mean, for the last like almost 7 years, 7 or 10 years. No, I don't know, but it changed.
It changed.
Yeah, totally changed. I mean, let me tell you this. I mean, I'm not from the capital here in Riyadh, in Saudi. Riyadh is our capital, and back in the day, you're talking about 15, 16 years ago. If you're walking in the street and during praying time, there are people who are going to come after you. Okay. and I remember walking there with my dad, and there are a couple of people who were running after us and with sticks. And this is just back in the day, like 10 years ago, something like that. It changed. So if you're near, just come by, visit, and.
No, the idea is that I'm traveling with my wife, and the customs in your countries are a little bit for the female is a little bit different. They have to cover the faces, cover the bodies, cover everything, and I'm not sure how they feel about in Dubai. It's kind of okay. You can walk like here, like in all the countries. But in Saudi Arabia, I'm not sure how it's there.
It changed. It totally changed. I mean,
Really?
like totally changed. Okay, so next time just call me and come.
Okay.
So anyway, you were asking yourself that. So basically,
Yes. I was asking myself, do I want to stay here? For example, in Japan. Because Japan seems like a good place. Yeah, it's a very developed country. It's very polite people, very safe country to live. I mean, there were two countries, maybe in the world, that I was feeling super safe in. It was Japan and Dubai, by the way. However strange it seems, Dubai was. I felt pretty safe in there because I know Dubai has very strict laws about stealing, about everything, and all people there, they know that. So you will not have any problems in Dubai because whoever makes problems for you, they will suffer great consequences.
Exactly.
So it's very safe. In Japan, just the crime rate and everything is super low, so it's normal. Where I felt most intimidated was probably in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Yeah, Brazil, it was, police was everywhere. It was like every 100 meters you see police cars flashing, and they were staying just to be safe. And when you see so much police, then something is wrong. I mean, it's not. For example, in Dubai, we saw police just twice in a week.
Yeah, I
In Japan,
yeah.
also, you cannot see police almost nowhere. That's how you know you're safe because, you know.
I do understand. Yeah. So you're just comfortable there, and how do you pronounce your country name? In Arabic, it's going to sound horrific.
Really?
Bulgaria, right?
Yeah, Bulgaria is most people who are foreign language speakers call Bulgaria, but we call it Bulgaria.
Okay.
Bulgaria, and our R is very harsh. I mean, Bulgaria. Not Bulgaria or Bulgaria or something, but it doesn't matter. I mean, like I told you, it's not about pronunciation because if I hear some foreign speaker speak my name or my country's name or whatever, I understand that their culture and everything, and I have no problem of them butchering everything. It's not an issue at all. I'm super comfortable.
That's one of the things I wanted to ask, since we brought the subject of language. You're doing your tutorials and courses in English. Was that intimidating for you at the beginning?
Yeah, of course. It was super intimidating in the beginning, but you see, I was pushed to start doing tutorials. I wasn't like waking up one day and say, let's make some tutorials. No, I started with Victory 3D, with that girl, and she pushed me. She said, okay, let's make some courses. First we'll start with this. For example, she gave me a drawing, and I had to make this barbarian warrior. I'm not sure if you saw that, but this was one of my first full-blown courses.
The guy with the long hair, right?
No, this was for Next to Education.
Okay.
It was a barbarian girl, which basically I invented myself.
Yeah,
It
I've
was,
seen it with the red hair.
yeah, the red
Yeah.
hair with the tail.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was kind of the first one. I did it with my, I think I did it with my webcam, and the microphone was my webcam mic. And the sound quality is not kind of superb. And also, I don't think I use camera there. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't use camera. I use camera for my videos in YouTube and for my courses, which I do, mine courses. For other courses, the people that I made the courses for, Victory 3D and Next to Education, they didn't want the camera on. But I think for my courses, I like the camera on because it's more personal, and that's one thing that differentiates me from all other tutors. They don't show themselves, and I'm always on the screen, which makes this, in my opinion, much more personal.
Exactly. Yeah, I do agree. Totally.
I like it. Yeah, and yeah, your question was, yeah, I was intimidated in the beginning, but she offered me money. You know, she offered me money. She told me, okay, I will give you $2,500 for this course, for example, to make this course. And I said, okay, let's try it. And I did it. And then she offered me another money for the next one and the next one. And I did, I think, four courses for her. And then she said, okay, let's stop for a little bit because I have to collect some money. I don't have right now. And then Next to Education, the guy from Next to Education, he contacted me and he offered me more money. And I started to record for him for a year and a half. And I made pretty good courses for him, by the way. And they were with this microphone, which is a nice one. And everything comes with time. I mean, the girl from Victory 3D, she was very helpful. She wanted her courses to be very professional. And she told me, you have to buy a microphone. You have to kind of, try to not make or cough on camera or sneeze on camera, stuff like this. So she told me some stuff. And I was learning from each and every, not each and every, there are two people. I mean, Next to Education and her. And I learned from them. From Next to Education, I learned how to make my promo videos, for example. And I kind of built on that. So I have some, how do I say it? Some education before I start making my own courses. And I think my own courses now are much more mature and kind of.
Yeah, it shows. The progress is there. I mean, I can notice that from you since your first tutorial until your last one. I mean, there is a huge progress in there, and you're much more comfortable talking.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the thing. For me, even the idea of doing a podcast in English, it's very intimidating.
But why? Your English, by the way, is pretty nice. I mean, I see you are pretty comfortable using English language. It's not any issue for you, in my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. And I'm used to giving lectures in the hospital. But when I talk about 3D in English, I mean, the language just disappears. Right?
You have to get used to it. I mean, there are words that if you don't practice them, they come kind of difficult. So, for example, I'm speaking to my girl, to my baby girl. She's 3 years old. I'm speaking to her only in English. Her mother is speaking to her in Bulgarian. I'm speaking to her in English because I wanted to kind of know some foreign language, and it's fine. So I train it all the time, although it's not the same as making courses. But when I make one course, then I make another course, and I start to kind of develop my 3D English, for example.
That's the thing. The language is different. I mean, you're talking. I mean, when I'm in the hospital, I think about it now. When I'm in the hospital, I'm using medical terms like I mean, cardiac, for example, heart failure.
Cardiac arrest,
cardiac arrest, these kind of things. And
Biography, we know. Yeah. We also watched some medical shows on TV.
oh, what did you see?
No. When I was young, there was this ER. I think. Yeah. It was super with George Clooney and stuff. It was amazing back then.
Yeah. So back to the tutorials. I mean, I tried to do a couple of tutorials in my YouTube channel in Arabic, and I had so much difficulties, and I always record, and I'll stop and re-record again. I'll stop and re-record, and it's very frustrating. So how was your experience with that?
For me, it was not that hard. I will tell you why. Because, for example, before I start tutoring ZBrush, I had more than 10,000 hours in the program, for example, around 10,000 hours. So I'm so kind of used to the program that I don't think that much, not a big part of my brain is thinking about the program itself. And I can think about what I can say, what I will do and stuff like this, so it's easier for me. If you're tutoring about something that you have done for a long time, that you are very, very proficient in doing, it's much more easy. I mean, it's completely different stuff. If you're trying to teach something that you just have learned or you haven't practiced enough, it will be pretty hard. I mean, you will stutter, you will speak like a robot, it will be hard.
Yeah.
But if you teach something that's kind of like a second nature to you already, it's very easy. And one thing I want to mention here that you told me that you will spend 2 more years, for example, developing, practicing. In my kind of experience, I think like 2,500 hours in the program, quality time, I mean practicing, studying anatomy and stuff like this, are enough for you to get to a level, for anybody, to get to a level that they can be kind of hired like a junior or even maybe something else. And I know that because I have a friend, my colleague that taught me ZBrush, by the way. He was something else before that. He was a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
And,
interesting.
yeah, suddenly he decided to give up this thing because in Bulgaria back then, like it was a little bit messy. All the thing was messy. The politics, everything was messy. And the wrestlers, after they finished their professional career, for example, they became a little bit like how do you say it? Outlaws, a little bit. They were working for big bosses, mafia bosses, and stuff like this. And this kind of life is very, it's draining you. I mean, it's not good. You're always under pressure if the police will get you. So he decided to quit and to start something else. And he kind of had some art education in the beginning of his school years, and he decided to get back to it. And he had some savings for 1 year. In 1 year, he closed himself at home and working with ZBrush for 10 hours a day, almost every day. Yes, every day, just doing this, without friends, without family, without anything, 1 year. And for 1 year, he became good enough, so they took him in Gameloft, and he started working. He started teaching us the program.
God! 1 year.
1 year. Yeah. But 1 year, for example, you see, 1 year, it's 365 days. 365 days. If you work like 8 hours every day, it will be more than 2,500 hours. It will be around 300 hours, 3,000 hours.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Definitely.
3,000 hours are enough. If you can spend like 2 hours every day, it will take you, for example, 3 years. If you can spend more, it will take you less time, probably.
This is amazing. I mean, I would like to talk to this guy, actually. I mean...
he is not that good with English, and also he will probably refuse. I mean, he's a little bit, how to say, not so open to public.
You don't understand. But the thing is, he started old later. I mean,
I think now, yeah. So he came in 2010. Now he will be 39. So he was around 20, 28.
yeah, again, not that old.
Yeah, not that old. I mean, 28 is kind of old, but you can learn. I mean, I had some guy who was learning from my courses, who is 60, and he
Oh,
wrote
60.
yeah, he
Damn.
wrote in Udemy, and he told me that he has a passion, and he's trying just to do something for fun, and he very much like ZBrush. He very much like my way of teaching, and yeah, we talked a little bit here and there. It was fun. I mean, I was impressed that he was that.
You know,
let's say,
yeah.
mature.
Yeah, I'm always inspired by people who want to do this. And one thing in common, I mean, I told you before, I did almost 20 episodes. And the most common thing between all of them, that they started this because of a passion. And they went to university, they studied a different major, a totally different major than 3D. And then after that, they got into 3D and stuff like that.
Most people are like this, yeah.
Yeah, and this is very inspiring. This is actually this is something I want to do myself, and yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing to see. One of the things that pushed me to do this actually is I told the story before, and when I was in ICU, the intensive care unit in the hospital, you see people die every day. I mean, every single day. And I talk to people who are dying, and you see a lot of regrets there. So much regrets. People regret about their work, their family, how they spend their money, so many things. Okay? And I remember just sitting there, I remember that we have something called DNR, which is basically that the condition is very bad, that we're not going to do any CPR. You know what CPR?
I'm not sure.
You know when someone's heart stops, we are going to... Yeah, that's CPR. So
Okay.
we have this kind of patient that we are not going to do anything for them. We will let them die peacefully. And it's very difficult. I mean, one guy, he was talking about his life and what kind of things he did, and he's full of regrets and stuff like that. And I was standing there, what the hell should I do? Okay. Should I want to be here? Should I do this for the rest of my life and stuff like that? And just this, seeing those people push me to do the thing I really want, which is doing 3D and especially characters and stuff like that. And when I did the podcast, I told you before, the Arabic community is still very small. It's immature. And when I started doing the podcast, so many people approached me, and they were talking about how miserable they are in their jobs and stuff like that, and they were saying that my podcast is inspiring them to do what they want, even though I'm still a beginner. Okay, and talking to people like you inspires me so much, and I love doing this podcast because when I listen to you, so many things I could benefit from. That's what I'm trying to say. I always like to ask about the struggle. I mean, have you ever had this, what do you call a middle-age crisis that is related to 3D, and should you continue with that or not?
In my case, I told you how I started. I was in the ocean and I had to swim. So I haven't had that kind of crisis because, for example, if you are a guy who started like my friend and you are by yourself at home, you're doing 3D, and you will have few of these in a year, for example, because you will become good, you will become better every day until one point. I noticed that because when I'm doing especially my anatomy courses, I train for them like a few months, maybe 2 or 3 months. For the female anatomy, I trained 2.5 months, I think. Now I'm training for maybe more than 3 months for this one, because I don't feel ready yet. I mean, and also I don't have too much time because I'm spending more time with my family now and stuff like this. So, but I know in my mind it's here. I have to do this. But let me tell you, I'm working. I'm making one body. It's kind of good. Next one, and I feel like I have some issues here and there. I try to fix them in the next one and the next one, and in the 6th or 7th one or something, it becomes bad. I mean, it becomes even worse than the previous one. There is a time that you will feel like you are getting worse even, but you have to just keep doing. You have to not let yourself go into grief or something. You have to say, okay, but if I keep practicing, I will get better eventually. And it's true. It's true. It's very much true. But and yeah, I keep pushing, and the next one became better, and the next one became better, and suddenly I'm out of the hole, you know, because you are kind of climbing, and suddenly hole. You're falling in the hole. You have to climb a little bit more effort to climb again, and continue to climb upward. So there are periods like this, yes, but you have to just keep doing it, or give yourself rest if you can afford it. You can give yourself a little bit of rest. Just watch some videos, watch some tutorials, give yourself some inspiration, open Artstation, just watch some stuff. For example, when I was kind of doing nothing before I do the courses and everything, when I have no work at work. When I was at work and they don't give me nothing. What I did was open Artstation and just watch. And when I see a very nice concept that I want to use, I just open it and start doing it in 3D for a few hours, just to lose time, just to kind of practice my skills, just to see how I can do it, because most of the time the concepts are just from one direction. You see it from the front or a little bit from the side, but you cannot see the back. So I'm just seeing if I can do it as good as the concept, because the concept is very nice, for example. I like it very much, and I want to do it kind of the same. I want to do it in 3D. I want to test my skills. And it was like a game for me, and it was very nice. It was kind of testing myself, challenging myself. It was pretty nice. And also, as you see my channel in YouTube, I don't know if I told you how I started this channel.
No.
It's called Speed Care. It's called Speed Care from Speed Character, you know, because in the beginning my thought was to just make short videos about me doing very fast some characters, and that was my first videos. I mean, if you see my first like
you
10
have this
videos,
1 hour videos. You're doing like a face in 1 hour.
No. In the beginning, I was doing in ZBrush, for example, something for an hour. Then I compress it for 30 minutes, or for 3 minutes or 4 minutes, and I just post it with just music, without any speaking. And it wasn't very popular. It was not very popular. And suddenly, I don't know why, I decided to make, I think the first one was the male head. Male head from Sphere for 1 hour. And it was kind of a success. Then a female head, it was very much success. Before the female head, I think it was the male body, the whole male body. It was pretty good success, and I started to gain followers. I kind of passed 1,000 followers. It was a big milestone for me, and I kind of see that this is working. I'm pretty fast. I'm one of the fastest kind of
definitely
artists that I know. I know some people that are better than me. They are better sculptors, they know anatomy, they are better designers, but they are slower than me. I mean, I'm very fast because this is my personality. I like the things to get done fast. I like to get them done, you know. When I start something, I like to get it done faster, and you know, the quality has to be good, but not perfect. I'm not perfectionist. I like the quality to be good enough, but I like to do it fast.
Okay.
So that's how I kind of learned and started to work in ZBrush very fast. That's how I customized my interface. By the way, customizing my interface was not just from outer space. I saw a very good artist. This guy that I told you that teach me ZBrush, that taught me ZBrush, he had a brother.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother was one of the best ZBrush artists in Bulgaria. He still is one of the best ZBrush artists. And he worked for Hollywood, making some 3D sketches or 3D concepts for movies, for very famous movies, by the way. So he was very famous in Bulgaria too. And that's why his brother, by the way, started and closed himself for 1 year, because he saw that this can be done. I mean, his brother can do it, so why can't he? So he had some, a little bit of push from his brother. But the idea is that I saw it from him because he's very fast also. And I saw this layout of brushes here in the bottom from him. And I kind of make this menu. This menu, I made it myself.
It is something you're always emphasizing in your courses. I mean, this is usually the first or the second video you're made every time.
Yeah, because I think people, the main interface of ZBrush, the default interface is pretty rough and pretty non-friendly for beginners, and because you have to think about every brush kind of, I have to go to standard brush, I have to press B, then find S, and then find standard brush, and you lose your mind. I mean, you cannot think about what you're doing. You have to think how to get to this brush, and it kind of discourages you to change brushes. And if you don't change brushes, you cannot work in ZBrush. You have to change constantly brushes.
Definitely.
So that's why I'm teaching people that you can change brushes super easy with just a click of a button, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that this way you can work without thinking that much of how will I change to this brush. You just, in the beginning you will be thinking a little bit, but in a few hours you will be like, okay, 4 is the move brush, 5 is this, and say. So I think this is better for everybody.
I have this kind of mentality you're talking about, which is I prefer to have less quality but faster result. And I'm trying to do this. I always like to do everything in a fast way. So that's what I'm aiming for. That's why I like your tutorials. Usually I'm playing the videos. I'm trying to analyze every move you're trying to do. I mean, when you're fast, every stroke of brush has a meaning behind it. Okay.
Almost.
Okay. Maybe you're doing that unconsciously because you've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask about is Udemy and income. Okay. Because I think about this all the time. I mean, do I have to establish an income before I shift my career? Is Udemy a what do you call it? A good way of having an income?
It's a good way of having a side income. For me, at least for now, I cannot afford to live only on Udemy, Artstation, and Flip Normals. For example, Udemy is making me some money. Artstation and Flip Normals are making me, both of them are making me a little bit less money than Udemy alone. Udemy is making me the most money. But they are not enough. Because if I want to be a freelancer just relying on courses, I have to make a lot of courses. I have to make 6 courses a year, for example, which is a possibility. It's not exactly a big issue. But I don't want to push myself that hard. I mean, it's kind of taxing for you to make this kind of courses, because you have to kind of make this mentality. You have to think about the course. You have to think what you have to say, what you will do in the course, and you need time for this to mature the idea and everything. So it's not that easy. And to make money from Udemy, you have to be good in what you do, because and also. Very important. Even if you are the best in your area, if people don't know you, if you don't have a channel to kind of relay your courses, to present them to the public, like my YouTube channel, for example, it's difficult. So you, for example, have started this podcast. You may include some other videos in your YouTube. The idea is for you for example, or I would recommend that for everybody. If you can do something, even if it's not 3D, if you're good at something, but very good, if you're not, become good, and then you may start a YouTube channel. It may take like 2 or 3 years until you find your audience, until you find your videos, what you like to do and what people like to watch. And at some point you can start making videos, like one video every 2 weeks or one video a week. And the best is at least 2 videos a week, if you can do it. I cannot do it, so in my YouTube channel I think I haven't uploaded in at least 3 months, which is a little bit bad for my followers, because they kind of slowing down. I was getting 1,000 followers a month at some point, but now they are like maybe 500. I'm not sure how much are they. But I haven't checked yet lately, because I'm concentrated on this. I'm concentrated on my work. I'm concentrated also on I bought a car, and it became problematic because cars, used to break and it blow up the engine.
It's
and now
new.
I bought a car, Mercedes-Benz 2010 E-Class, very
Okay.
nice car, amazing car, but it was old. I mean, it was 4,000 kilometers almost
it's too
on
much.
the mileage, yeah. And 3 months after I started driving it, the engine blew, just exploded. You mean?
Okay.
No engine, no engine. And now it's in the garage, and they are fixing it.
It's very expensive also to be fixed.
Yeah. And Udemy cannot cover it now, so I'm a little bit,
Yes, definitely Udemy cannot
It's super expensive. I mean, the car itself costs me, I think, 9,000 euro. Was for everything, with the insurance and everything, and I started driving it 9,000 euro, which is fine. But then, now I have to give around 5,000-6,000 euro more.
Oh my god.
So I can drive it again. And I drove it just 3 weeks, and I was so happy. I was so glad. By the way, I will show you. I even have a model of this car. I will show you.
Oh my god.
I bought a little model of the car.
You love it so much.
I love it so much. I keep it here and I watch it, and yeah, very nice.
So what are you going to do now?
It's exactly the same. Blue, the same model. Everything is the same except for the rims. They are a little bit different in mine, but it's the same. Everything else is the same.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
mine also has a white interior. This has a black one. But whatever, it's very nice. You can open the doors,
You love it so much.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean,
But now, so what you're going to do? You're going to fix it. You're going to pay all of that money.
yeah, I will pay him because I like it. I like it so much. I love it. I mean, this is about passion, For example, if I bought a car, thinking with my mind, I would buy another car. I would buy some probably either Kia or some Volkswagen.
Yeah,
or
an
something like this.
economic one, which is not going to
Yeah,
cost
a little
you a
bit
lot.
more newer, maybe newer car, but not so much luxurious. But when I saw this car in Switzerland in one website, I saw it was in Switzerland.
You fell in
Switzerland.
love.
Yeah, I just fell in love. I started dreaming about it, and it was amazing. And I just bought it. It was just love from first sight, so I cannot leave it now. Yeah.
Well, you love it. You have to pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, you see, what I realized this past year with the COVID and everything, and seeing people dying all over the place. I mean, I personally know some people that died, they were not so old. I mean, one of the guys that died was 5 years older than me. So it was a little bit like, And I realized that I have some savings, but I will not bring them to my grave. So why don't I kind of make myself more comfortable in this life, for example?
Yeah.
So now I'm more into going to vacations, spending money there. Before that, I was a little bit like more
Strict on
squeezed.
that.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, let's go to this place, not this place, because this is more cheap. I mean, not
yeah.
give so much money. But now I'm like, let's make ourselves more comfortable. I'm making enough money. I may say for Bulgarian standards, I'm pretty good. I mean, it's not bad at all.
I do understand
Maybe for-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, if with this money, if I'm in Germany, I will be not so good. But in Bulgaria, everything is cheaper, so it's fine.
It's affordable. Yeah. Yeah.
More affordable. Yeah, in Bulgaria, it's cheaper.
Yeah. So you're enjoying life much more now. Or at least you're trying to do that.
I may say so. Yeah, I may say. And this car, when I bought it, I say, okay, I have some money saved. I can afford this car because I spent not the whole money. I spent a part of this money buying this car, and I knew that I can support this car. And now, yeah, I have to support it a lot.
That's one of the things that bother me, to be honest with you. And in my situation, that I have to train, I have to practice. Also, there is the I have to enjoy my life, and it's always there is a conflict between both of them, and I don't want to drive
old are you?
myself crazy.
How old
And
are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, so in my opinion, until 30, you may kind of leave the enjoyment a little bit alone. Don't enjoy your life. Just make 3D, practice. By the way, you can enjoy that too. I mean, one of my best moments are when I start some sculpt for work or for myself. It's very nice to start from a sphere and just make something very cool. I mean, that gives me a lot of pleasure. Also, when I finish a course, when I kind of release it, when it gets good comments, when I receive good comments in my courses now, and when I release a YouTube video, those are moments that I kind of have this endorphin. This is like a little bit like a drug,
Yeah.
and it's fine. It's very nice because it's creative.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but until you get to a point that you are good enough, you may have to just work a little bit more and have fun a little bit less.
Yeah.
Like my guy, 1 year, no fun. Maybe a woman here and there, but not sure. Mostly working and getting better and kind of trying to get a job in the industry.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's what I'm going for right now. I'm just pushing myself, just pushing and just putting the work in. I'm trying to do my best here, and yeah. Well, I mean, I believe I can do it. I mean, you said this could be done. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not impossible.
This guy, he cannot draw. I mean, if you want him to draw something, he cannot. But he's doing very nice models.
Yeah.
3D models.
Yeah.
He knows anatomy exactly enough so he can make pretty nice models. For example, I know anatomy much more because I need to teach it. When you need to teach something, you have to know it better. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
But he's making, for example, he's not very good with legs. Because
Okay.
most of the time, our models that we make have some pants or some dresses or something about it. So feet and legs, I know very good artists that are not very good with them because you don't need them that much. But for the arms, the hands, and the face, you have to be on point. This is the most important.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
the torso, of course, and the overall design and the overall working from concept. For a character artist, working from concept is one of the most important things. And anatomy. Those are the two things. Working from concept and anatomy. Knowing ZBrush is kind of easy. I mean, this is technical stuff. Everybody can learn a program. It's easy. But anatomy is huge thing. Of course, even I don't know anatomy perfectly. I know it more than my job requires it to know it, but I don't know it perfectly. You have to learn it to at some point to start, and then you can, of course, develop yourself afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever been approached by an angry student?
Yes.
Okay, why they're angry?
There was one guy, and he now is constantly writing me for feedbacks and stuff because in the beginning he was like, I'm not sure what he was angry about, but he was a little bit grumpy, and he just kind of say, why? Yes, it was about the female anatomy course. Why don't you show how to open the mouth of the female in your course? Because I told him this is not a character course. This is not a ZBrush course. This is anatomy course.
Yeah.
This is not a technical course, how to open mouth of a character or how to put teeth inside. This is not about it. This is anatomy, strictly anatomy. You can use this with Blender. I have students that are using Blender to do this course. I have students that are using just drawing, not even 3D. So this is course about anatomy. I'm using ZBrush as a tool just to show you the muscles from different points and from all angles. And I think this is the best way to learn anatomy.
Yeah.
That's why. But he was like in the beginning, like, why don't you do this? And he just wrote me a review about 2 stars or something, which is painful. I mean, when your course received less than 5 stars, it's very painful because it's kind of dropping a little bit of your rating.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, and if your rating falls under a certain level, your course will be much less appealing to the students, and they will not buy it that much, and it will be bad.
Yeah, I mean, one bad review could destroy 100 good reviews sometime.
Yes. I have few 1-star reviews of my courses, but thanks to a lot of like 1,000 maybe nice reviews and a lot of 5 stars, my rating is pretty high.
I think some people would. I had this mentality when I started, and it was so stupid. When I buy this course, I'm going to be as good as the instructor, and this is totally stupid. I don't know how I thought about this. I mean, a lot of people are thinking like this, and they have this expectation that there is a magical stuff in there, and I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to be as good as an instructor. One thing is, I think this is the trap where I think there's a dopamine rush. If you buy a course, you think that you achieved something, and this give you the satisfaction and all of that. And this is a trap, and I've been in that trap for a couple of months, and thankfully I matured, and it was totally stupid.
But this is not bad. I mean, for me, it's not bad, because a lot of people are buying my courses and never watch them, but still, they're buying them, right?
Yeah, they're buying.
Yeah,
them.
I'm always happy when I see some guy, which he showed me the result of the course, any course that I made, and they show me they say I'm super happy with my improvement, with my knowledge that I gathered from your course. I'm very happy with this, and I'm very glad. I mean, this gives me pleasure. I feel satisfaction, which is very nice. I mean, what do we live for? I mean,
yeah, exactly. So we have almost now 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 things. Can you tell us about this course you're doing now?
Oh yeah, the course. The course is very. I think it will be very nice because it's course for anatomy, of course. I will call it. Let's keep it a secret, but it will be human anatomy course.
Good.
Basically.
Good.
But it will be something like this. And I will explain a lot of things, especially most anatomy courses doesn't pay attention to the head. I will explain a lot of things about the head. And also here I have a skeleton below it, which I made with a tool and everything. And with the help of the skeleton, I will explain anatomical landmarks. I have a lot of references here, which I will draw over probably. I will explain the muscles, the fibers, everything. I will explain.
I'm very excited for this actually, and I mean this is a definite purchase for me once it released.
Many people, I think, will kind of like it because I watched for this course. I prepared by watching Proko in YouTube, and not only YouTube because I paid for his premium version of the course, of his course, and the premium version has a little bit more knowledge, which is fine. And also Scott Eaton anatomy course. Also, I kind of watched it. It's amazing. It's a little bit long. On the moments, it could be a little bit boring, but for me, since I know a lot of anatomy, it's very useful because it gives you just every detail and everything you have to know. For beginners, it could be a little bit overwhelming, a lot of overwhelming, a lot of information. But for me, it's very nice. And even I have to watch those videos and courses twice or triple times or whatever, because you forget it. If you don't use some knowledge, you forgot it. For example, last year I was preparing for the female anatomy course, and I watched the same courses, I watched the same books, and now I have to kind of go through them again, and I always see something that I haven't seen before. Every time I watched it, I see something that I haven't seen before. It's very interesting with anatomy.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm very excited to for you to release this course. I told you this is for me an instant purchase. And what do you say after you release this course? Just give it a couple of months. I'm going to watch it, practice on that, so we can do this podcast again and just talk about it.
No problem. I'm okay with this. After this course, I'm planning some probably cartoon character course, like Disney character or some cartoon character course.
You know, this is
just for relax.
This is what I like about your courses. You're doing this for fun, and you're always teaching at the same time. It shows in your face when you're talking and making all of these jokes and stuff like that. Your videos are 20 minutes each one, and I've never been bored. Never.
Yeah, I'm trying this. By the way, I'm desperately trying to not be boring. I'm trying to not stop speaking because I watch videos that people are working, but they don't speak. I mean, they shut up for 5 minutes, for example. It's super boring. I don't like that. I have to speak constantly, and this is one of my superpowers, by the way. I can speak like all day without stopping. I can speak about, and so many stupid things I will say. It's inevitable, but I can speak a lot.
I mean, I remember one time I forgot the joke, but you threw a joke. It was what did you say? I swear to God, I stopped the video. I was laughing my ass off. I forgot the joke. I'm trying to remember it.
Probably in the context it was funny, but now it will not be that funny. Probably, I'm not sure.
No, it was definitely funny, but I forgot what it was about. What? Anyway, I don't want to take a lot of your time. We are past 1 hour now. I just want to ask you one last question.
Yeah.
And this, I like to ask this question for all my guests. What is your advice for yourself, if you can go back from the beginning? So, what would you tell yourself?
I don't have any regrets. I mean, how do I say it? Everything happens for a reason. The reason that I'm here now is that I have traveled all the way, ups and downs and hills and bushes and everything, and stopping for poop and stuff like this. Everything is just happens for a reason. I don't have any regrets. Almost any regrets. But in my professional career, I think everything just happens nicely for me. Of course, there may be one thing that I could give myself advice. Start doing tutorials earlier. If I started doing these courses for myself like 5 years ago, now I would be rich, you know. But this is, you know, regrets are something that we cannot afford to have because it's useless. You have to just learn from your mistakes, but but don't have regrets. You cannot turn back time. It's just learn from the mistakes and practice what you've learned in your life from now on. But don't regret. Regret is just no.
Well, thanks so much, Nikolay. It was an absolute pleasure. I had so much fun talking to you, and I told you before we start recording, this is weird. I mean, I'm used to listen to your tutorials, and now I'm talking to you. I mean, I don't know, it feels weird.
Maybe.
So, Nikolay, thanks so much.
No problem. We can talk a lot more about a lot of things, so we have to do it again sometime.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very excited to do this.
Hopefully,
again.
I will be able to finish this course to the end of the September. Maybe before, because at the end of August we have to go to Greece probably to rest. It will be bad, very bad, in Greece. No, Greece is amazing. I mean, I love Greece. I wouldn't live there, but to go to a seaside there, it's amazing, very nice, very crystal clear waters and very calm sea, and snorkeling, a lot of fishes and stuff. It's very cool.
I would love to go there. My wife is always talking to me about this.
Yeah, Greece is
yeah, definitely. Thanks,
and it's
Nikolay.
very close to us, so we go often.